Hey guys, welcome back.
Hello, I'm Nikki,
I'm Red.
and this is
Life Through Our Eyes. So what are we talking about today?
We're talking about the Epstein list.
The Epstein list.
And honey, hey,
You think Trump nervous?
Trump, yeah, he nervous. He's trying to deflect. He's trying to deflect because he know his name on that Epstein list. He's over there with them little girls and little boys too, allegedly. But we know that name was on that list.
Yeah, a lot of famous people.
A lot of famous people was on that island. And I'm trying to figure out, how did this man get away with taking all those kids over there on that island? Mind you now, that island is a secluded island. You can't get off the island, but you can get on the island. So those kids were trapped on that island. They had no way out. So how did he hold that secret that long? Inquiring minds want to know.
For people who don't know, his island was a small little island in the U.S. Virgin Islands, right? Probably about, they said it was like 70 acres.
Yeah,
it was a small island.
It was called the Little St. James.
It was St. James. He bought it for like $7.5 million. And when you have that kind of money, man,
You got a lot of power that come with it.
a lot of power come with a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he didn't do it by himself.
No.
Of course, he bought the planes and the boats and the helicopters,
Mm-hmm.
but people worked for him.
Oh,
They
yeah.
knew these kids was coming over there. They knew these girls was underage.
Yeah, but
These
they had
kids
to,
was
but they
underage.
signed. He had them sign NDAs, and I was like, why in the world would you have somebody to sign an NDA?
Keep it private. But see, that's the thing.
Never discuss anything.
That's
what
thing.
NDAs are.
Even if you sign an NDA, right, it
Mhm.
don't supersede law, right? Because the U.S. Virgin Islands are still part of the United States. So if someone's breaking a law and you sign an NDA, they don't cover them breaking the law.
Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't. But
So-
it's a stipulation with the contract, but they have with that person though.
It don't matter. If I work for you and I sign an NDA that I won't discuss any personal information that go on at that island or any company secrets, but if I see you with a little child, that don't cover that. They don't. If you're breaking the law, if you molesting kids or murdering someone, that NDA will not cover you.
It didn't cover Diddy because he had them people sign NDAs
Right.
too at his parties.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be careful, y'all. The law says you do the crime, you pay the time. So now it's time for you to get locked up, Trump.
He was. He's more than likely he was over there, and the last couple of weeks, he been trying to talk about other things
Mm-hmm.
to keep the media from wanting to open up the whole Epstein file.
Yeah, because he was over there getting freaky. He know he was. He was over there getting
Mhm.
freaky with them little kids. And now he's trying to cover everything up and deflect and talk about Obama.
Yeah, Obama. I think he released some information about Martin Luther King FBI file.
He trying hard.
He was doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do that, you make yourself look more suspect.
Yeah, you do.
Probably why Diddy felt so comfortable with doing that because
because it's
once he
throughout
got
the
all those
industry.
millions,
Yeah.
he got around other people that was so-called old money.
Oh yeah.
They've been doing it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So they can do
They
it.
weren't the only ones, though. You know they weren't the only ones. There's
Mhm.
people out there doing this stuff. So my thing is right now, okay. Remember when Trump took all those kids away from their parents over there when it was those Mexicans and stuff?
Mhm.
He took all those kids away, and I guarantee if you go on that island, those kids are over there. I guarantee you, those kids are over there on that island, and many more kids that people say that are disappeared off there. I guarantee they got them on some island somewhere to use them as sex slaves. I don't put it past nobody, but billions of dollars, they'll do whatever they want to. When you got billions, you have power to do whatever you want to do. It's time for these people to be taken down.
I mean, for what we know, what we can, people have proven
Yeah.
that the kids,
Or
the girls,
allegedly been saying.
the girls that went over there,
Yeah.
that they was underage at the time. That's how he got convicted the first time. Because when he got convicted the first time, he was still doing it. He didn't stop. And those girls was underage. So you put two and two together. Hey, he threw a lot of parties, a lot of famous parties on a private island. So you see there, Bill Clinton, a lot of famous people been over there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let me tell you something. Freaky is freaky. If you know you want to get a bunch of men together and you talk some freak stuff, they're gonna have to. They will jump on a plane and go over there, knowing that they ain't gonna be caught. They'll do some freaky stuff behind closed doors. Just a bunch of freaks.
It's anybody that's willing to break the law. I mean, without
Innocent children.
They feel like they can get away with it.
Well, for me, I say lock them up.
I feel like if you a lawmaker, right, and you have a high position of power, and you do something like that, the law should be double what it is versus a regular civilian.
But how can you get arrested for weed and be put in jail? You get arrested for driving without a license, being pulled over for not having a tail light, get your car towed. But then you can go over here to an excluded island and go over here and do a freak off with some children, and everything is fine. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. This right here is just ridiculous. I mean, money rules all things around here. It seems.
It's probably it's been going on for. This is nothing new. It's just with technology and the internet, people where it's easy to attract people and find out certain information.
But I'm telling you, who said it best? What was the comedian name who was on Shay Shay Club? Remember he did Cat Williams. Cat Williams said this is the year for people to be exposed. He said it. I don't know how he got that truth to know, but he said this is the year for people to be exposed, and I'd be darned if people ain't being exposed this year. Look at that.
Well, I would say his situation wasn't as crazy as Epstein, because you had women that was willingly going places.
Yeah.
And they're women, and I guarantee you, if he'd had one child that was underage, he wouldn't see the light of day ever. But when you got a wrong person they can show where they got text messages going back and forth, and I'm having this party, and you involved with it, it's hard to accuse someone of forcing you to do it when you communicating with them, you going places with them. That's it's a little bit different, but it's the same, because no telling you, once that woman got there, if they were drugged, and hey, I'll go there, I'll party, but I ain't doing this, that, and the third.
They were paid to go over there, and you give somebody money. He might have lied and said something about they were going to have entertainment for kids or whatever, and children. Young girls went over there. Then you got some young girls that are strays, runaways from home.
Yeah,
one of them home and he probably promised them a home or something, and some money.
Because he had a home in Palm Beach, I think they said, and he probably recruited in that area. So of course, you have a lot of low income families with young ladies. Hey, somebody offer them $500, $1,000. Hey, I'll pay you.
Come party with
That's
us.
a lot. That's a lot of money. Not knowing the deviance behind these people, what they planning on doing with them.
The devil with a pocket full of money is what I say. Sitting back, waiting to strike a curse. But you know, God has the last say so in everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe these people, some of these people are coming into power because they're finna be exposed. And the true colors are finna be exposed, and it's some embarrassment about to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The wool is gonna be lifted off of people's eyes. The people that they think that's so good. And,
I don't think it's gonna change. I think it's gonna get worse.
well,
I think people look for ways to. These are the same people that throw the book at someone, like you said, get caught with an ounce of marijuana. They want to throw them away in prison for 10 years, but it's the same people that do stuff that they should never see the light of day for.
mm-hmm.
But it's the same people, powerful people, people in power.
People in power. They get stuff sugar coated.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee you, it's a lot of more powerful people behind this, to where it's been hidden for so long.
They say he was, from some of the research we did, that he was very, very, very secretive. And that's probably why he has been doing it so long the way he has. He's very quiet, knowing that if, I got a private island.
71 acres.
Surrounded by ocean.
Yes.
Right? So if I get these girls over here,
they can get out.
They I ain't with this, where they gonna go? Ain't like they gonna swim over a mile to St. Thomas from that little small island.
Mm-hmm.
No, and those waters are full of sharks. You probably ain't gonna make it.
But don't you think they had that in mind when they discovered that island?
Mm-hmm. And who's to say some of them girls didn't get killed? They just never showed up.
Yeah.
Especially if you can get them on a plane without any information. Because if you got a private jet, you this area. I don't know what the rules are, but I think it's easy to transport a whole bunch of young ladies from Florida to St. Thomas and say, "Oh, I ain't got about 2 people and they all work for me." But you got about 5 or 6 young ladies, but you don't, report it.
Right.
Now they over at that small island. Who gonna trace them there? Nobody.
Mm-hmm. So my thing I want to know is, maybe we need to get further research on it. What happened to that island after he passed away?
Well, he technically still owned the island. It probably go to one of his family members. He was very rich. If you can afford to buy, it really don't matter. His island is 70 acres. He spent
71 acres.
71 acres of land. It just so happened it's an island. So he spent almost $7.5 million, almost $8 million on some property. If you get, and then he bought another island. He didn't get a chance to develop it. But you got some money. When you buying it like that, you got money.
Oh yeah.
So he can make things so low key and private. Who gonna question him? Because he outside of the view of the public. So you off on the island. You can do things how you want to.
Yeah.
Which they should change the law, because they should. Hey, this man got millions or billions of dollars. He can do all kinds of stuff.
I think that's just a nasty and disgusting thing that you could do. There's so many women out here willing to give it away, and you're going to go ahead and try to have children, take their innocence away because you want to have some fun, some freaky fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just a bunch of freaks. I mean, why would you want to go and destroy a child's life like that?
I don't think he saw him like that.
No.
I guess you have that kind of money, you feel like you untouchable.
Yeah.
You look down on people. You know how to manipulate them.
Yeah.
But to someone that age, offering him $1,000.
That's money to a lot of
That's
people.
a lot of money at one time. Say, hey,
you ain't never seen it.
You get $500 a day.
Yeah.
Just come party with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they probably living in a trailer park.
Yeah.
Or runaway.
Like you said, they go to the areas, the neighborhoods, the poorest neighborhoods, and try to find girls.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's a sad situation nowadays. I'm telling you, we are living in some very troublesome
They need
times.
to open up that file, find out who all went there.
Oh, trust me, that file gonna get open. They trying hard to keep it closed. They didn't even start talking about his cankles, Trump cankles, child. They're talking about how swollen his ankles and stuff are now. I said, when I done went to the man's ankles and stuff, they keep talking about the dirt list.
Because they question how that man died in jail. Because they felt like he knew where the body was, and he could get a lot of people put in jail.
Wow.
So
I
suppose
believe
he didn't kill himself, and someone had him killed.
I don't think he did. I really don't think he did. He knew too much, and they didn't know what he was gonna. They didn't know what he was about to tell because he didn't want to spend the rest of his life in jail.
Right.
And they felt like, oh, he's gonna tell on somebody. But you get immunity for that, right?
Well, it depends. If you go first, if you go to him first, and you say, well, I got information on this person,
right,
who didn't know they investigated, then you'll get a deal.
Somebody think he was gonna tell, and I guarantee you,
it's but one person.
Yeah, I guarantee you, it was some judges in there on that list.
Let them get in trouble. They got that ace in the hole. Oh, yeah, I got information. This person been there. This person been there.
Oh yeah.
Got pictures, everything.
Very high-powered people. You got to think about that. Is the people that we see on TV all day long, and knowingly that they've been over there on that island, looking at the TV screen, looking at us, talking to us about news and talking about somebody else and the things that they have done. But nobody know about. Oh, they're gonna cover that up. They're gonna hide that. They're gonna make sure that nothing comes out because they don't want to look a fool. But it's still a fool.
That's why kids, they learn at home first.
Yeah.
What they don't get from home, they're gonna get in the street.
They're gonna get in the street.
So if you love and discipline your kids right, at the same time, right? You discipline your kid, you love your child. They not too afraid to come back to you, even when they mess up and want to hug on you, because they know you truly, genuinely love them. Exactly. And that's the way God is. You know, we mess up, and we go to Him, Lord, I'm sorry, forgive me for my sins. I mean, if we raise our children right, that's not 100% that's gonna keep them safe, but that'll help them make better choices with people that come and try to manipulate them with money.
Right.
A lot of kids now young ladies being sex trafficked because they finding things in the streets that they could get from home.
And it's happening all over the world, and that's sad. Children are being missing every day, coming up missing every day. You constantly hearing people say, you know, we have Amber Alerts, and you see all these pictures on Facebook saying, you know, have you seen this person? We don't know what's going on in this world, but we have to pray. We have to ask God to cover our children, cover us every day, because we don't know what can happen on our walk of life.
Right.
Anything can happen. It's just too much evil out here. Too much evil.
Too much evil.
So you got anything else to say? Or we're gonna say something else, change that. Another subject.
Keep talking.
We're gonna keep talking, y'all. Papa wanna talk. Yeah, we decided to come in here and talk about the Epstein because they were like, what in the world is going on with this list? We want to know what's the hold up with the list. I mean, come on, the people, inquiring minds want to know. The people want to know. We want to know who is on this list. We need to put them behind bars. We need to lock some folks up. We need to get some people out of positions. We need to do something. We need to get this president up out of here. If he's on that list, we need to do what's right by these children.
Whoever's on that list, whoever broke the law and participated.
Exactly. Like they say to other civilians, but you do the crime, pay the time.
But to be honest, my opinion not with this situation, but with Diddy, sort of similar. I think they waste a lot of money because what he found guilty of, basically a misdemeanor, and they wasted millions. It costs a lot. And but all that they was talking about. I already knew that much.
I already knew that much. I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead on with the trial. Let's see how it unfolds. Because
but if you
he wasn't
have
gonna get
something
arrested.
solid, especially with this guy, I think it was this guy was way more secret than Diddy stayed in the public eye. But this guy, he lurked in shadows, and he was connected with all the top people. All
It's
the top
always
people.
the ones that sneaky and don't say nothing.
Oh look, he was in the Navy.
Look at that sucker in the Navy. I'm trying to tell you, you never know who is sitting next to you on a bus, who is sitting next to you in church. You don't know who it could be on a bus anywhere. You don't know who in the world you sitting next to.
That's why it's not good to judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
It's not. As a person can be nice as all get up, speak perfect grammar.
Yeah. And Jeffrey Dahmer, he was the nicest guy. People say no. They say his approach was nice to people, but he was the evilest man. His approach was, you would never. People have said, the victims that survived say, you would never think that he would be that type of person because he was just such a nice person, approaching a nice person. But behind closed doors, he was evil. But that's how a lot of girls got caught up with him, because how his approach was nice.
No, Jeffrey, he
don't say no. That's what the people were saying. Now I'm telling you what people were saying.
I'm telling you because I remember when he got arrested. He targeted young gay black men, right? But if you held a conversation with him, everybody that knew him said he was weird. He was very weird. Now, the one that fooled everybody was Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy.
You know what, Ted? I got him mixed up, baby. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It was Ted Bundy, the one that was going to get the young girl.
But you look at Jeffrey, he
Okay.
looked like a weirdo.
Yeah, okay. I got him
But
mixed
Ted
up.
Bundy,
Okay.
if you see him and the way he
evil
talk,
is evil. All of them look crazy.
no, he didn't. Ted Bundy did not. Ted Bundy looked like an actor. He
That's the one.
sound like an actor.
That's
he
the
looked
one that was
an
like a
actor.
movie star. They said he was like a movie star.
Like a movie star.
Yeah.
And Ted could fool you, and he was crazy.
Now that's the one. Well, you should have stopped me early. You know I was talking about something. But he that was the one.
Yeah,
I'm talking about. Yeah.
Ted was, because he the one who killed them girls in the college in Gainesville.
Yeah, that's the one.
Cut one of their heads off.
They said he would
was
never
up in
see him
Seattle,
coming.
too.
Yeah, I
He was killing in
heard.
Seattle.
That's crazy.
But
Bunch of weird people. Because I know he had helped some girl on the side of the road. No, he pulled on the side of the road and said he needed help, and one girl pulled over and stopped to help him, and that's how she
had a fake broken arm. And they got that same information and put it in that movie Silence of the Lambs.
Y'all be careful out here in society. Be careful with your children. My kids, when they was young, they didn't spend the night nobody's house. They didn't spend the night over house. Remember they had that incident? I don't know if you've seen it on I don't know, it was on Instagram. It was on one of the social medias about the lady let her daughter go over to, I don't know if it's her ex-husband house or whatever, or her father's house or whatever. He and she said he told the girl, he told her mother that the girl disappeared. And he talking about something. She was like, "Why you went out looking for her?" He said he just noticed that morning he disappeared. But then the wife came forward and said, "I saw him get her and take her out of the house at 4 o'clock this morning." 4 o'clock that morning. Let me finish. 4 o'clock that morning. What happened was the wife, not the wife, but the baby mama, she came and was looking with the police and said, "Well, I don't want to know how she was in your care and you lost her, where she is."
Yeah, I seen her.
Turned out that he was the one who killed that girl. He raped her.
Yeah, it was his son. He had smaller kids, and his son told him that his daddy went in the room with her.
Yes.
Because she was wondering why you ain't upset and in front of the police, and she was hysterical, but he was playing it off a little bit. But yeah, he was the one.
Yeah, just be careful of your children. Don't let your children spend the night.
He was her real father.
Yeah.
Real to his daughter.
Yep. And I told my grandkids, I said, do not sit on a man's lap. That's an enjoyment for some of these men, for these young girls to be sitting on their laps, bouncing them up and down. And some of these kids don't understand. But some of these men get enjoyment out of it. And I told my girls, I said, listen, you are not allowed to sit in a grown man's lap. no matter what they tell you, oh, come on, blah, blah, blah. No. So we don't play those games. My grandma and I just said, no, we don't do that. We're young girls. We don't sit on men's laps. So I did a trial run with them. I said, okay, come sit on my, I'm a man, come sit on my lap. They said, no, my grandma and I. So that's what you got to tell them.
Yeah, they learn at home.
Yeah.
Home first.
Home first.
You teach them proper etiquette, how a young lady or a young man should present themselves.
Exactly.
How they should act and talk. Especially when they're around adults, not to intervene in their conversation. You know, it starts at home. But guys, we're going to close it up.
Right up.
Until next time,
I'm Nikki.
I'm Red.
And this is Life Through Our Eyes. Shabella.
Lover with you, love with you. Feels so true, feels so new.